No foul, no foul, no foul. Just be careful.
Welcome to episode 15 of The Dugout. Today we are at a top of the table game in a mid-Ulster Reserve Division 3 between Dungannon Tigers reserves and Killymoon Rangers reserves. The game was played at the 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗄 Stadium, a great wee venue for an eventful match. For both clubs, this was their first season in the Mid-Ulster League, the starting point for new reserve sides, and both teams have had great seasons. In a three-way battle with 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗄 Village, they all found themselves going head-to-head for promotion. This was Killymoon's last game of the season, and a win for them would secure promotion. The Tigers still had to face other challengers 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗄 on Saturday to seal their fate, but this was a massive game for both sides. With the nerves and excitement building, it did not help that the referee did not show up for this evening fixture, and his replacement could not appear until an hour after the actual kick-off time. The game began, and it wasn't long before the floodlights would have to kick in. For such a massive game in both teams' seasons, I was expecting a cagey battle with not many chances. But it was end-to-end, and both sides were desperate for the win. As the half progressed, it was Killymoon Rangers who looked more threatening and likely to score first. 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 and 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 were extremely impressive all game, often linking up together and creating chances. For the lowest division in Mid-Ulster football, I was pleasantly surprised by some of the quality on display. The football and skill on show was of a good standard, and there was a great crowd for both sides, which created a decent atmosphere. The best chance of the half fell to 17-year-old striker Matthew Armstrong. The young striker has bagged 6 goals and 6 this season for his new club, and definitely looks one for the future. It was the Tigers, however, who would score at a crucial moment, just before half-time. A soft free kick was awarded, and Killymoon keeper 𝗘𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 could only parry the ball into the path of 𝗘𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Lochran, usually a player of the Tigers' first team in the Intermediate B League, showed good instinct to get his 4th goal of the season. It was a huge goal just before half-time. Killymoon now had to regroup and find a way to come back. The Cookstown side created plenty of chances in the first half, and they now just had 45 minutes left of their season to score 2 goals and secure promotion. They came out raring to go in the second half and put the Tigers under massive pressure. Wilson Tavares, the former Coke United and Oxford Sunnyside player, was exceptional. A fast and direct winger, he tortured the Tigers fullback in the second half, and it wasn't long until Killymoon would get their equaliser. Richard Donaghy rose highest from the corner, and his header was deflected past the keeper and into the net for his 16th goal of the season. A massive equaliser for Killymoon. They now had momentum, and Wilson was on a different level. Playing like an old school right winger, his dribbling was precise and his crossing pinpoint. It looked like only a matter of time before Killymoon would take the lead, but they wasted some huge chances. The Tigers weathered the storm as best they could. A quality side in their own right, they showed as well why they are challenging for promotion. Gary Kearns did his best to try and put his side back into the lead. The number 11 was very lively, but the Killymoon backline stood resolute and did not look like conceding for a second time. With the game coming to an end and Killymoon needing one more goal, manager Stephen Archer threw caution to the wind and instructed his side to go for it. All throughout the game they went long with their throw-ins, but 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 came short this time and created a bit of magic. He again linked up with Richard Donaghy, whose first time strike hit the roof of the net and sent Killymoon wild. A great goal for his 17th of the season. A goal that secured promotion for his club. Killymoon made sure they held on in the final moments as the Tigers tried to snatch an equaliser. A great moment for the reserves as they secured promotion at the first time of asking. A great year overall for the club, as the first team had a fine season to remember back in intermediate football as well. For Dungannon Tigers, although it was a disappointing night of heartbreak, they made up for it in their next game against 𝗘𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. A last-minute winner themselves saw them crowned as champions. Congratulations to both sides, Dungannon Tigers and Killymoon Rangers. Thanks for watching.
Done.
Huh?